There is a side of the music industry that most people rarely get to see, and that is of a major talent agency, representing some of today's hottest stars. Nashville's Mike Snider built Third Coast Artists Agency right here in Nashville before selling to the LA-based Paradigm Talent Agency in 2009. Now he's one of 3 co-heads of Paradigm's Nashville office, representing a wide range of clients. We had a chance to catch up with him to learn a little more about this side of the business.
I'm here with Mike Snider at Paradigm. Paradigm is a big agency here in Nashville and actually all over the United States. We're going to sort of give a background information, music industry 101 today and catch up with Mike. So thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for coming in.
So you guys, now you have a division in LA and New York, and you're a big literary, and you sort of cover almost everything. Talk a little bit about your agency.
Well, Paradigm was established in LA, and it is a TV film talent agency, you know, packaging and things like that, and that's where it grew the most. Sam Gores is the owner, and over the last 6 or 7 years, they branched out and they wanted to get into music, so they bought Monterey Peninsula, which was a boutique agency. Now it's not a boutique agency, and they booked a book, you know, like Aerosmith and Black Eyed Peas and Dave Matthews Band and Fish, real touring-friendly, artist-friendly agency. They actually set up this Monterey office 20 years ago, which is now Paradigm, and you know, we do all the fairs and festivals out of this office. We do casinos out of this office. We do all the corporate out of this office, but we also have but you know, big country roster, Toby Keith, Steve Holy, Jack Ingram, Eli Young. You know, we're really growing in the countryside. We have one of the premier Christian agencies with Mercy Me, Kirk Franklin, Jeremy Camp, artists like that. We have cool young rock bands, so we're all genre. We do all genres here, as well as we're able to book Aerosmith and Black Eyed Peas out of this office for fairs and festivals and things. And then Sam bought Little Big Man out of New York, which does Coldplay, Jason Mraz, just on and on, I'm sorry, Decemberists. Yeah. The coolest, that's our coolest roster. Don't tell anybody. Oh, I just did.
Oh,
sorry. But so we're able to book all those out of this office, but we're really trying to grow the countryside. We're making some headway. We have some great new artists like J.T. Hodges. I don't know if you've heard of him yet. We just signed Dean Alexander on Warner Brothers. So we're kind of rooting for our little freshman class, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how long have you been doing this? Because I know you've worked even with other agencies in the past, Steve Holy for a long time. Talk a little bit about how you got involved, and for the people watching, what exactly, if they're not in the industry, what do you guys do? I mean, you book tours and get the guys' dates?
Well, the insider information on that is pretty simple. It's not brain surgery. But yeah, we sign bands exclusively to handle them either in the United States or worldwide, and we will take and sit down with those artists and figure out what they want to do and who they want to be. And yeah, we book all their shows. We cut all the deals. You know, some are just small little club things where we're, you know, just trying to build an act, or, you know, to arenas and amphitheaters and some stadiums, and you know, we go in and cut all those deals, make sure that they're taken care of, and you know, or find them other opportunities to tour with other people. And you know, we're their touring arm of their careers.
So have you seen a lot of change with some of the newer artists? Because I know in the industry there have been a lot of changes. Record sales are down. Things are you know, the downloads are taking a place of a CD in a lot of scenarios. What are you guys doing as far as, like, a lot of the new labels are signing new acts and taking 360 deals? How does that affect you guys from your standpoint?
Well, the sales drop's been hard because we're having a harder time gauging the worth of the bands because nobody's really selling anything. So we have radio to count on. But what's happened is it's made everybody go out and work a little harder. And as a touring agency, which we traditionally have been, and you know, from our young bands to our big bands, that we were a touring agency where we weren't necessarily, and being Fish and Dave Matthews is an example, you know, building careers without really radio or even record sales. Now everybody's doing it because they have to. It's their income. You know, the bands have to work to make money because they're not making the publishing money, they're not making the record sales money. The 360 deals really haven't hurt us because that's just really between the labels and them. You know, and the labels taking cuts of the booking and things like that doesn't really affect us. But
because you still have to set up the tour and do everything.
But what we have found is there is a crop of young country acts and rock acts. Our country acts are starting to act more like rock acts, where they're getting out and working for a little less, building careers. Zach Brown being a very, very good example, and something people are looking to is, build a regional following, build a following before you have a record deal, before you have a single out. That way, when you do, it kind of fuels that and it blows up a lot faster.
Absolutely.
These bands are having to do that.
Getting back to the roots of it, jumping in a van,
Real
getting
music.
their instruments, and going to see the fans, the people that watch the show, the people that love the music.
And it's fun to see this young group of country acts that actually play, have bands or have their own bands. We work really heavy in Texas with Jack and Eli Young and Kevin Fowler, and they own Texas. I would say Paradigm probably is the premier Texas agency, but that's a world all to its own, and that's what they do. And so the rest of the world and the country acts are kind of catching on to that.
Yeah.
That you can go out. It's hard, but you can go out and build a following regionally and be a country act and not have to wait on the big bus and the great players and the guitar techs and the big single. You can actually go out and work and build a career. We have the most unbelievable team of film and TV for opportunities for the artists. We have a guy that just works on music placement that just came over from William Morris that was here last week, that's taken all our music and landing spots on TV and film for artists. So we do all those things. We do the packaging. We have, and you see from where Will.i.am has been and everything, that's all us. And Fergie with the Dr. Pepper deal, that's all us. We cut all those deals. So we have a branding department in LA that is unbelievable as well. So those are a lot of the things we're trying to get the word out in Nashville that we do, that the other agencies do too, but I just don't think that people in town necessarily know that we have the power we have.
Paradigm is always looking into new opportunities for their artists, whether in books, movies, even reality television shows. They have expanded their offices here in Nashville and look to be here for quite some time. We still have lots more ahead here on Inside Music Row. We'll head over to a music video shoot next with Country Weekly's hottest bachelorette. You won't want to miss it.
Hey guys, this is Katie Armiger. I'm on the set of my new music video, I Do But Duet, and you're watching Inside Music Row.